Hey everyone, we were gifted another box of goodies from the team over at Elestrals, so just want to thank A-Drive and all the people over there. We were given one when Frostfall released, so I got to do a video on the channel opening it, and then also showing you all the different products that were in it so that you can make a good informed choice as a consumer if you wanted to buy into the TCG with that set. Well, luckily today we have another one, so I'll get to show you some of the new products from the new set. There was also an extra gift in here. It is it's a plushie. Now what's funny is that I actually bought one for my wife as a gift like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I'm not sure. So I didn't know that they were gonna send me one. I don't think they even knew I even had this. So this has just been, you know, on her desk. So it's got a buddy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll like give it away or yeah, run something on Twitter. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. Just like last time, have a huge box of really cool stuff. So this is the new set, and you'll get to see what you could pick up if you want to get in the game. Most important thing is everything that's in here. This camera, we're gonna try to get it all in there. Hey, of course we're gonna go through one by one, show all this off, but once again, it's gonna be a fun way to show you if you haven't jumped in with Frostfall, or if you're already an existing player and you want to get in with Daybreak, what things you could pick up. Alright everyone, I decided we're going to raffle off this little guy. So if you want a chance to get yourself a Sundial plushie at my expense, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Not going to require you to subscribe or anything like that. Of course it would be kind, but this is mainly just here to boost some fun engagement for the algorithm. And let me know if you've been playing the game, what you like about it. If you don't like the game, also let me know. Feel free to leave any kind of comment if you're interested in the plushie, and then we'll raffle it off, let's say in like a week or so. I'll go ahead and just randomly pick a comment with the generator, and then I'll get in contact with you and get this little guy shipped your way. Hey everyone, not exactly sure what happened. I think there was some audio issues on my end when I was recording. I think it was probably just an issue with OBS. And while it's, I think, okay for the intro, I think an hour worth of content with the mic kind of glitching in and out is a bit too much for my own personal taste, like my own standard to put up on the channel. So while originally we were going to do a live reaction and me opening all this product and explaining everything, unfortunately, we're just going to condense it all down. That I guess will trade off with the video being much shorter. Starting this off here, I think it's the most important part of all of this, which is getting your local game store involved so that you can play Elestrals locally with other people, which I think is probably the most important part of TCGs. They've recently just launched an organized play kit. This is just free tournament entry packs, right? You're gonna get these for participation based on, you know, whatever the entry fee or LGS decides to charge, if any. And these are really, really cool. You have lots of competitive staples that are being downshifted to common and being reprinted in alternate art non-foil in these packs. So off the bat, Viserys and Rise from the Ashes are two really strong hollows from the base set. Viserys is probably one of the strongest cards in base set. It was used in multiple tier 1 strategies, and it's probably like the most expensive single in terms of lowest rarity from set 1. Like obviously you're gonna have like really high rarity full arts and things like that, but in terms of just like you need the card, it was probably the most expensive single. And now it's being downshifted to common and a participation pack that you're gonna get for just playing at your weekly event. I think this is really fantastic. These also all include a foil as well. It's going to be a stellar, so you know, pretty nice rarity to the card, nice foil treatment. And having that incentive to go out to your local game store, I think it's really important to help the game grow and to help you build your local community. So your two options with Daybreak for starters are either going to be Farrageist or Chronodile. I would say if you care about the playability and strength out of the box between these two, I think Chronodile is probably the better choice for you. This just has some really powerful water tools. The Elestrals it comes with are very strong, and Lunar's a little bit underdeveloped as a color right now. That's obviously prone to change in the future, since Daybreak is mostly about the solar element, and then the next set is going to be more focused around Lunar. However, both of these have incredible staples, and I really need to press this home that if you are a new player, I would say just pick up a starter that you think is fun. They're relatively low entry costs, about $20–$25, but the biggest thing is that in terms of value of what you're getting, it's actually pretty incredible. This is one of the few times where I would pretty much always recommend you to buy a pre-con. It's just really simple. They include so many reprints in these starter products, it's completely, I would say, probably unprecedented based on all the other card games I've played. The closest thing I would have to compare this to would probably be like the Pioneer Challenger decks that Wizards of the Coast put out, right, for Magic. But I would say these are even better than those, and, you know, by probably a good distance as well. For instance, when you compare these two, we're getting copies of Gorgon's Gaze, Poison-Tipped Arrow, and then the staples, right, like Ambrosia. And in some of these versions, you get Nectar of the Gods or Dense Fog. Like, these are all super meta-relevant cards you're going to play in basically almost all your decks. And these are just being included in the starters, right? So if you buy these and you end up not liking the style of deck, you're just going to take your copies of Gorgon's Gaze, which is expensive-ish staple if you're going to buy it directly on the secondhand market, and you're just going to put it in a different deck, right? Or your copies of Poison-Tipped Arrow. So the point here is that, like, these are really good competitive on-ramps as a player to just buy the starter, have actual good staples in your deck, while just having, you know, like a somewhat competitively viable deck in the box for locals, on top of like the extra booster packs and, you know, the spin down and whatever you value those at. I think that these are actually really good bang for your buck opportunities to get into the game. And a fun little bonus is that these actually do have the chance to contain serialized, I think they're 1 out of 99 cards in the starters. But you have to open the starters to know if you got lucky, and there's one included in them. They're only, you know, obviously seeded into a certain amount of these. And it is kind of fun because even, you know, as a collector or as a player, you know, whenever you do open these, it's kind of like, oh man, like, am I going to get it? Like, even opening these on the channel, right? Like, I already, you know, have access to most of this stuff. But even opening these is like, okay, I mean, like, this is a fun excuse to gamble and see if we hit the, you know, the stellar sundial. Which we don't, but, you know, the opportunity for that, I think, is a really fun part of these starters. I think overall they're pretty much like a home run. I would say if there's any critique here, I think they could probably increase the playsets even further. I think that 2 copies of like Gorgons and PTA is nice, but for a lot of these super optimized tournament lists, you're sometimes looking at, you know, 3 copies of Gorgons and then 2 to 3 copies of PTA. I think just having that 3rd copy just make it so much cleaner rather than needing to trade for that last copy or buy a second starter and then end up with an extra. And also, it's completely reasonable to buy both of the starters, play it at your kitchen table or with a friend, and then when you want to go play it at a tournament, so like at your locals or whatever, you just kind of combine all the counter runes together. Specifically, like, you can now include your PTAs along with your Gorgons, things like that. You get the idea. But these decks are really cool. You know, you're getting a good jumping point into the game. And even look at the Chronodile list, I was pretty impressed. Like, we're seeing copies of Galaxia, we're seeing Eddie, Dratagua. Like, these are like pretty strong cards, and this deck actually looks like it could probably hold its own fairly well, even against more optimized lists, which I think is a really big step up from the previous starters. I would even say going back to set 1, I think the starters were fairly unplayable. They relied too much on the higher ascensions. I think it made the starters a little too clunky, whereas these newer ones, I think, are a pretty good refinement that actually feel like, you know, you could pull them out of the box and actually have a really solid game with someone. So out of all the things in the box, you know, as a new player, this is probably what I'd recommend. And then from here, deciding what you want to do in terms of, you know, buying sealed product to crack for fun. If you want to go some of the bling route that we'll get into later on. But these are a fantastic launch pad. Next up, we have the Farrageist tablet promo. You know, it's a bummer that I'm re-recording over this because I was just absolutely in awe when I was opening this. I had not seen it in person. I had one and I think I still have it sealed. And so I never actually took it out of the pack to look at it. And this was, you know, obviously this would be the time to do it. And I was just absolutely floored by how nice this thing looked. I mean, it reminds me of cold foils from Flesh and Blood. It just has that really nice, like, metallic, detailed effect on it. Something that you're not going to get with just like a normal hollow sheet where all of it just has this kind of generic foiling. I love when cards have this like really precise foil mask on them. It just really like brings out certain details, and really I think is the fun part of foils, is just getting to see those extra highlights when the light catches them. Promo is beautiful, and the Chronodile one that we'll see with the Shattered Stars product is even cooler in my opinion. I mean, they're both really nice. It really is hard to decide. I really love Chronodile, but man, the light just catches the Farrageist one really well. The Chronodile one is a little bit darker. I think that how bright the Farrageist one lights up under, you know, like right lighting conditions. Oh my god, chef's kiss. For Shattered Stars, this is mostly a collector's style product. What you're gonna get is you're gonna get a subscription service where every single month you're gonna be set, you know, a batch of these, and they're all gonna have alternate art commons They are guaranteed, so if you buy 3, you're going to end up with a play set of these solar cards. And these are going to be alternate art, and then in the back you're going to have a chance at some holos for cards in the set, mostly all based around the element that they're in, right? So for this month it was solar, and then they also take some more creative liberties in terms of art style and foiling process. So you'll even get things like these stained glass style cards. There's some more creative liberties in the Shattered Source product, which makes it a little bit more unique compared to the art direction of the normal booster products. And here we have the blister packs. The blister packs are reminiscent of older sealed Magic product you would find in like big box stores. These are just a single pack but come with a unique promo to the blisters. So in order to get these specific stellar promos, you would have to just buy the pack. So it's a fun way to kind of build out your collection if you specifically want to bling out these individual cards, while also just including a pack in them. They're just like overall a slightly more expensive booster pack, but it comes with a pretty fun bonus. So if this is the kind of thing that's up your alley, or just as a gift to someone, maybe to get them to try the game, or just for a friend who likes it, this is something to check out. And then finally we have the booster box. It's gonna be interesting to try to do a retroactive voiceover for it, but all I can say is that I had a good experience opening up the box. There were some collation issues in the last set. I remember the one that I opened up when we did the creator box had a printing error, and there was like a bunch of the same holo in it. Pleased to say that's not the case this time. We had a pretty normal opening. We got 1 full art, 1 holo spirit, which is the standard for these boxes. We were finally lucky enough to pull a reverse stellar, first reverse stellar that I've ever pulled. So that was really awesome to get. The holos in this set look absolutely beautiful. I was really blown away, especially by like Arcolith and Coastalith. I think that, some of these arts are just absolutely gorgeous, and I really can't help but feel like that they're finally hitting their stride with the art direction. While I do think Frostfall and base set, have a very clear aesthetic in mind, I think it's only been refined over time, and I think that I'm really excited to see where the art direction goes, especially seeing some of the alternate art treatments like the alternate art poison tipped arrow. And I still do like the holo to non-holo ratio. I think having a holo every single pack would maybe reduce the excitement of pulling one. The only thing I could maybe say is something that my wife actually picked up on, which is that, every single card not having the chance to be holo is kind of a bummer, because there are some arts I think would just look absolutely beautiful in holo, and then some cards that are only available in holo are just naturally harder to get. Maybe that's perfectly fine as a rarity balance, but I can't help but wonder if there is a solution where, all cards could have a chance to be foil, similar to other card games. Just because I think that, man, there are some cards out there that I think look awesome. And I'm so sad that you can't pull foil Eddie. That's basically it. That's probably the gist of my argument, is I want to be able to pull foil Eddie. And unless if every card in the set has a chance for a holo, that ain't gonna happen. Something I will note is that after opening 1 box, I had a complete playset of every single common and uncommon from the set. That may mean that the sets are too small, or that consumers should only buy 1 box and then fill out the rest of their collection with singles if they want to complete their sets, so specifically for the rares and holos. It is something I did want to note. Basically after the first box, most non-holo cards, right, you're probably going to end up with a lot of duplicates of. That's what happened to me after the end of my second box. And every single common and uncommon I opened in the second box was, a duplicate. So it's just gonna get donated to my local card store. Perfectly fine. But, as someone who, might want to buy one of these for yourself, or maybe buy multiple, it's probably something you should know. But to round us off here, my wife is actually going to open up the box, and this audio came out fine. So we're gonna leave it in, and you all can have fun. But appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Hope you're able to check out the game, and let me know what you think. So thank you for watching.
Thank you, Echo. You want to come tell them what you think about this card? What do you think, bud? Oh. See how right here? Can you help me open one? There's so many packs. I'll probably start going faster. Ooh. Wait, these all look so different. Where's the little guy? Whoa. That's my baby. My hands are shaky. Ooh, I like that one too. Oh my god, there's another foil and it's a big one. That's so cute. Are you joking? That looks really good. That's so cute. Sundial. I was waiting for this one. Turn it up. This exact pack. Rewind the tapes. It feels like something else. See, I would be naming them off as I grab them. Ooh, that's cool. What?
That's a beetle.
Oh, this beetle? I like that one. I think I just like the rainbow one. It's cool. I love this too. Do they have an Eddie plushie? No. Oh, I gotta get on that.
Good word.
This government name. Just do a quick cut. Ooh. Do you have any pointers for me? How am I doing? So cute. There's a little capybaras. My favorite. Oh my god. It's like sundial, but gnome that. Ooh. I like that one. I'm learning how to best pull the cards. I think it's from the bottom. He's doing that. Just like so. This little guy's so cute. I almost missed him. That would have been tragic. Whoa. That's a cool one. Alright, team. We're a little over halfway done. Have to check and play. How are we feeling? Good. How are you feeling, Marco? Give a thumbs up. Doing alright. We're doing alright. Ooh. That's really cute. That reminds me of the new movie, Wild Robot. I watched the Wild Robot on TV. That one would look really cool if it was foiled. Come on, big Eds, give us a good pack. that big money? No. Do you normally talk during this? Oh. Oh yeah, I am. Alright. You're gonna be doing a voiceover? Oh. This is gonna be a good path because he's starting it. Man, I wonder what the next one's gonna be.
I'm just calling to say
This is see. This is good. Oh my. There's no way we don't big. Man, I wonder what it's gonna be.
it's me.
Mm-mm. This one reminds me of Annie. Week. It's kind of what the bear looks like when he goes crazy. Not that I would know anything about that. I don't play League. My 8 word, honestly. Ooh. Who cares about the other one? What's this? Ooh, look how cute. Oh, another one of them.
Whoa.
Whoa. I'm trying to get all that foil in. That's crazy. I love the colors. And this one. That was cool. No foil? Last pack. Oh yeah. Can you help me? Oh, you gotta tell me. Alright, let's go. Illuminate. Smells like Winnie the Pooh. You see that?
It looks like it's a kangaroo from it.
Rue.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he has Winnie's face. The nose and eyes. Yeah, didn't they get real creative with that? The mom's name is Kanga and the kid's name is Rue. Last one. She's cute. I think I actually really do like the foils for all three of these more than the original art. They just have so much more things. Also, this one's crazy. It's got, like, goes around the part. It's cool. My hands like this, looks like they're chicken hands. Is that good?
No.
Dang. All right. One over. Show me the good ones I got. I'll show them off one more time.
Oh, close the open.
All right, these are all my foils. I give them a 1 out of 10 scale. I'll give the foil.
Sure.
All right. Quick off of us. I'm just 5, 10. This one's a 10. 6. 8.3. 8.7. 9. Ooh. 9.5. 9. 8.4. You know what? This one's 8.3 because we just saw it again. This one. This one. We're gonna go for an 8. 7.9. 8.4. I can't remember what I scored it last time, so I'm gonna get an 8.6. Ooh. And this one's pretty cool. We're gonna give that a 9.5. That's a 10. That's no more than a 10. That is so cool. I'm trying. It's hard. There you go. Whoa. That is an 11. That looks so sick. It reminds me of the first season of JoJo. I get like blood dripping down it. Oh! These are cool. What's the theme song for the first season of JoJo? You gotta do this. See where it goes next. To be continued. She's really cute. I also really like her. Her little winter coat was chilly so cold. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Patreon in the bio. My Instagram will be in the bio too if you like these nails and want to set for yourself or a loved one. Awesome.